to.
But don't come to him, and I think this is my time, but don't come to him and say, why? You're not answering the question, Commissioner Strickland. This is the problem, is that the question is, you're not saying on the financial problem, you're saying, I reject the need for 4 new police officers. I reject the need for more retention. You were okay with the need before. If you're saying it's actually not the need, then just be clear about it.
Item 15, for possible action, discussion and deliberation to approve, amend and approve, or reject filling 4 vacant dispatcher positions, 7 vacant patrol deputy positions, 2 from detention transfer, and 2 vacant detention deputy positions.
What I'm asking here is to fill 3 of these Pahrump patrol positions from Pahrump PSST funds. There should be sufficient funds in the PSST fund to fund those 3 positions, so that would not come out of general. The other positions are additional deputy positions around Mountain and a Beatty deputy, detention and dispatch out of general.
Okay, so my next problem is I'm upset because I'm sorry, but our manager, I'm sorry you're not here, but Wagner, this should have had backup before it came to us. It doesn't have backup.
There are a couple of issues, just for point of clarification. There's one thing that is important here with this supplemental, or whatever we call it, backup, which is a very simplistic term for supplemental. There is no requirement for that in the law, so I don't understand the implied necessity for this. It's not in the law. So if there's something else that someone knows about, please provide this board with it, because the state law does not say that there needs to be anything other than just a clear and concise, accurate description of what is to be voted on. That's it. So there's that, and that's just an odd thing. The second point I want to make is that I've never seen people so animated up here as when they're trying to kill police officer positions. It's very strange to me. You have people who will just sit there and snore through things, and all of a sudden everyone's really hot to kill police officer positions. Don't understand it. And that's incidental, I suppose, because we have gone through an election and the results are pretty clear to everyone. Now, moving on from there, I do want to address that we have a time problem, and that there's an academy going out in July. So if we don't get positions now, then we will not have anyone going to this academy. That next one, I believe, is in January. Is that correct?
This one coming up is July 15th.
But after that, the next one's in January. So it's like the bar exam. It's twice a year. That's it. We can't create one. So that's it. The only other, for the public, I think public gets confused because we all sit up here and everyone up here agrees. I think it was 5-0. Oh yeah, we add 4 new deputy positions. Everyone, wow, this is great. 4, we can do 4. And he's doing math over here and everyone's getting excited about it and everyone cheers and leaves. And then a couple weeks later, we're saying, well, I don't understand why you need any new positions. So the same people today who say, I don't understand why we need any new police positions, a couple of weeks ago, agreed, actually, Commissioner Strickland motioned for 4 new deputies. So I don't know what happened between last month and today, but Commissioner Strickland last month thought we needed 4 new deputies. Today, she thinks we need nothing. I don't understand that. Would you like to speak to that? I'd love to hear, Commissioner.
I know the answer.
You motioned for it.
I know the answer.
Please.
Zena gave us the breakdown. And at that point, it was, holy God.
But that's not she's not saying we don't have finance. She says, I don't understand the need. Sure, what she said, and thank you for Commissioner Boscovich for trying to answer her question for her. But the question on the table was, Commissioner Strickland said, I don't understand the need, not the financial problem or detriment for it. What is the need for more peace officers? A couple weeks ago, she motioned and said, I see a need for 4, let's do it. She motioned, someone else seconded, we all voted, everyone was happy, and we all went home.
Did you get 4 new officers last time voted?
No, we didn't get those. They got pulled back, Commissioner.
Everything's frozen. That's why I'm here now.
Right. And so everything's frozen because of our budget. And this is what we keep coming back to.
But don't come to him, and I think this is my time, but don't come to him and say, why? You're not answering the question, Commissioner Strickland. This is the problem, is that the question is, you're not saying on the financial problem, you're saying, I reject the need for 4 new police officers. I reject the need for more retention. You were okay with the need before. if you're saying it's actually the not the need, then just be clear about it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So before the freeze, Sheriff's Office came before us and gave us a detailed list of the needs, right? And then we did put the freeze on, unfortunately. So this is not new to us, this information of needing deputies here in Pahrump, needing deputies in Amargosa, Beatty, Tonopah, Gabbs, Round Mountain, Current area, Duckwater area, throughout the entire county that also patrol Sunnyside, right? I can appreciate the commissioner's concerns on the budgetary concerns. We all are. And we have to do it right and find the right resource and the right monies. And so once the motion is made and we move forward or not, then we'll be able to either go back to the drawing board and perhaps put in place the 10% proposed cuts countywide, departmental-wide, to figure out where we're going to save money and make money at the same time. Or we do it and figure it out later. This is a necessity.
I do have an idea that I have spoken with some people about as far as a cost cutting that is not a percentage, but it has to do with something that is outside of the box that I really, really want to do, and I really like to agendize this quickly, that may be able to find the money and as far as going through the next year on an ongoing basis, and I will propose that very shortly. So I have that in mind. What I would like to do is I'd like to divide the question into 4 different questions. As far as the PSST is concerned, I believe the DA has language that we're going to call on him for to put that in, and I think that's probably the easiest one here. And what I'd like to engage in a discussion with those willing as quickly as possible, 4 questions, and one would be the PSST funding for the 3 patrol here in Pahrump, which I don't see why there's no budget issue there as long as contingent on having the money. The second question would be 1 Pahrump deputy. The third question would be 1 Round Mountain deputy. Let me explain why Round Mountain is important. It is a lateral person, which means this is not a person that has to go to the academy. It has been historically very difficult to fill that area. Commissioner Jabbour has told me they've had issues there, and is there something about a canine and he leaves? If you want to discuss that, we don't need to, but I want to try and put someone in Round Mountain. And the fourth question is, and this is something just I would like to see, is the dispatcher. We just have all kinds of issues with supporting the dispatchers. I was told that the room was 100 degrees last week, and I understand there's all these challenges, but I just think we fail our dispatchers. I don't think you guys do. I think we do up here. So I would like to start paying more attention to our dispatchers and figuring out how to make them happier or give them more money or whatever it is. So my concern is that if we have dispatchers leave, and I think they leave at a higher rate than other positions, that with freezing these positions, that now if a dispatcher leaves, we're going to have them doing overtime in 100-degree rooms and sitting there. The most difficult job in town could possibly be answering these phone calls for these people in crisis. I can't imagine putting more pressure on dispatchers. Does the DA, do you have the language for the PSST to your satisfaction legally?
Well, the only thing is he has it broken down into different groups, and it would be just to simply approve the positions that is marked, for PSST funds. So this was not complicated with that.
We have a way of making everything complicated up here, so I sort of disagree with you there.
Well, we were making it more complicated because we were trying to maneuver the other items.
There's a reason for that, of course.
But given the general budget issues, I don't think that's possible, but yes, you can move forward with those positions that are being identified as PSST.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, you will have to do this. If I divide this, you're going to have to call. You're going to have to ask for a vote on each as a separate question. You're going to have to say question 1, please vote. Question 2, please vote. Question 3, please vote. Question 4, please vote.
Commissioner Bayne, I'd ask that you add number 5, which would be the deputy for Beatty.
But we don't have a person for that, is that correct? or
Well,
could you
we
make
will,
that?
though.
My guy that we were going to hire to send to the academy in Beatty pulled out, so I would have to reach out and find somebody, and realistically, that would probably be a January.
No, I understand. And the other option is what we did last week, and I didn't say anything about it, but these, if we're going to start taking county functions and spending town money on them, we have Pahrump deputies who are just in Pahrump. So I don't know if that's, and I wouldn't mind the back and forth discussion on that, what the difference is between hiring a secretary at the animal shelter on town money and hiring a Pahrump deputy on town money. If there's any legal difference for that, I can't think of one.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm blown away because it's
What
not
is it?
broken
Well,
up.
prepare to be blown away.
Tech was $16.
How is, no, I understand. How is can we get some kind of, I know that we don't have the town finance person here, is there any kind of indication of what the town budget is right now? And I don't want to raid the town for this any more than I wanted to for the animal shelter. But as far as a 1 year, the same we did last time, is there money in the budget for $224,000 in the town budget for the next year, or no? Is there
I'm
any way-
looking it up.
Sorry, thank you. Why don't we take a break?
Let's take
Thank you, Mr.
5
Chairman.
minutes.
At least.
Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions.
Are those motions?
Thank you, Commissioner. That's a motion to divide the question into five questions. So you'll have to bring them up for a vote for 5 questions. We divided the question into 5 questions. So you'll call for question 1, call for question 2, call for question 3.
We have question 1, a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Where's I?
Tony Guy.
Nay.
Nay. Question 2. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
Tony Guy.
Jabor's I.
Boscovich, nay. 3-2 again. Question 3. Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
Tony Guy.
Jabor's I.
Boscovich, nay. 3-2 again. Question 4. A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Tony Guy.
Nay.
Jabor's I.
Boscovich, nay. That's 3-2 again. Are we on 5?
5.
Question 5, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Tony Guy.
Nay.
Jabor's I.
Boscovich, nay. That's 3-2 again.
Thank you all
Right,
very much.
those-
Yeah, this is the process of what happens when people continually do things backwards, like voting for 4 police and then saying we don't have the money. So we're to believe up here that when we voted for 4 police officers a month ago, no one in the county knew that we were upside down. And then weeks later, we get this briefing, oh yeah, we have no money. So this is just what happens. People are going to have to work a little harder. We're going to figure things out. I've got an agenda item that I hope is embraced by this board that will dedicate someone to, and I can't speak too much on it, but I will say that will dedicate cuts necessary to make this happen. But these are the decisions that we were hired to make. And the people, I'll leave it at that, so it'd be nice. But you opened this up, Commissioner Strickland, to debate, so I figured I'd close it. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
All right, let's move on to 19, please.